right, hello and good morning, everyone. And of course, we are so glad to see you because, of course, we know we have this press conference to let you know that starting September 5, UCBL is back already in its season 4. We have, of course, the big support of PG Flex and our friends from the media. Hello, and it's good to know that you're here to give us your support. And, of course, the participating teams, the respective personalities representing the different school teams for Season 4 of UCBL. Hello again. My name is Benji Santiago, by the way. I'm your host, and at the same time, if you're going to be watching continuously UCBL, I will be the sports anchor. So maraming beses tayo magkikita-kita pa. Anyway, once again, welcome everybody. As we are just about to start, I just would like to let you know that for Season 4, our host team is University of Batangas. And right now we start everything with this invocation. And of course, to do the invocation is the team captain of University of Batangas, Don Tabol. So I'd like to request everyone to please rise.
Let's bow our head and put the presence of our Lord. In the name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. We came before you today to give you honor and praise. You are worthy of praise. You are the source of all that is good. You are the source of all of our blessings. Thank you for every gift that we have been given. We thank you for the opportunity to come and gather together to this day. We ask for your hand of blessing on this UCBL Season 4. We ask that you would guide and direct us so that is full of wisdom, productivity, and respect for one another. Thank you for helping us to accomplish our work and our goals today. Amen.
And I'd like to request everybody to please remain standing. This is for the Philippine National Anthem. Thank you very much. And I guess we're off to an exciting but at the same time a jittery start for Season 4 of UCBL. Anyway, right now, since we are all here, this is just going to be a very short program, don't worry, folks. And of course, as I have made mention, we have a titled sponsor, PG Flex, for Season 4 of UCBL. We have the host team, of course, University of Batangas, and we also have a new team for Season 4 participating for the first time here on UCBL, of course, ang NCBA. And you'll get to know some of the other schools pa rin as they continue with their participation na nakaka-4 na taon na tayo for UCBL. Anyway, to get things going and for his welcome remarks, please give it up for UCBL President Mr. Franklin Evidente.
Good morning and welcome to the 2019 PG Flex UCBL Season 4. That sounds good. Huh? All right, let me please just acknowledge some of the distinguished guests we have for this press conference. On my left, you already know Colonel Bong Nebriha. He's the traffic head, EDSA Special Traffic and Transport Zone, Operations Group Commander, MMDA Metro Base. That's a very lengthy title. It befits the hardship that he has to go through each day for us to have a better and smoother traffic flow in EDSA. And, you know, really, guys, this is no mean task. It is incumbent upon us to give him our full support. We also have the owner of our title cup, PG Flex owner, Mr. Nelson Guevara. Nelson. The coaches on the presidential table and all the players who have attended and who came right on time, thank you very much. Welcome and good morning. You know, 4 years ago, when we started, even before we started UCBL, I was sitting down with some friends and associates, and we were analyzing the two top collegiate leagues in the land. And we said, wow, what a sudden surge of popularity and success that they were experiencing. I say sudden because, you know, these two leagues are actually 80 years and 90 years old, about thereabouts, respectively. But they only, I think, got off to that fantastic start sometime in 2006. And the reason why was television. Because TV is still the greatest vehicle for broadcast communications in the country. And of course, we had some televised games before, but the two things they did different during that time, in about 2006, they televised all the games, and they had a strong marketing push to publicize the games, the players, and the schools. So we started in 2016, that's about 10 years from their start or the success of those two leagues. We are not that far behind, and we are using the same formula. So those two leagues, the member schools, got a lot of benefits from the success of the respective schools. They uplifted the image, school pride, school spirit. They're harnessed alumni support, sponsor support for their sports programs, for even the school programs like scholarships. Okay, they showcased on the screen, of course, the talents and skills of the student athletes, and not only that, they were able to showcase the schools themselves, the campuses, and the course offerings, ultimately resulting in increased enrollment. So I think that's a benefit shared by our school officials here. Unfortunately, the two leagues have 18 members, and they're closed for membership. It's been closed for the past, I don't know, maybe 15 years. And we don't see them opening up membership in the very near future. So what happens to the 220 or so universities and colleges in the country, 140 of whom are in Metro Manila? Who will give them the same opportunity if these two leagues are closed in terms of memberships? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the mission of UCBL. So we want to give them and provide them the opportunity. We televised all the games since the start, and we've had a marketing push for the players, for the schools, and we're hoping, our vision is that in the very near future, and I think we're in a good track, we will be at par or with the top league or even exceed them. So it's ambitious, but we're optimistic. We are optimistic because we know that we cannot do it just with the UCBL. Just the organization of UCBL cannot do it alone. We need partnerships, and we've seen the partnerships that we have had since season 1. We need partnerships from schools. They need to prop up their sports program to have and field a competitive team. They also need to promote their team and the UCBL League in their campuses so that we can have greater viewership and greater following. We also need a strong partnership with the TV network and the TV production. They are the guys who make quality programs out of our games. And of course, the TV network should be broadcasting in impeccable resolution. Mr. Fernandez. So we've had that partnership over the years. We're looking forward to a better, greater partnership with Solar. Okay, the last partnership which we have had since we started, was, of course, is the partnership with the sponsors. The sponsors have to sustain us financially as we go through this curve until such time that we're able to support ourselves with, with the, for example, a big network contract like the top leagues are getting. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the story. I know most of you have heard that story before. I tell it every year. I tell it every chance I get because, we don't want to veer away from that mission and vision. We always keep it in mind. Start of the season, end of the season. We're doing continuous improvement, analyzing ourselves on how to improve every year, every season. Okay, so let me end by telling you some details on our Season 4. It opens next week. Opens September 5 in Olivares. That's the Olivares Coliseum in Sucat, Parañaque. We play Mondays and Thursdays. We play, for the best part, 3 games a day. But on opening day, because of some ceremonies, we'll play 2 games. But we'll play 3 games a day normally from 12 noon to 6 p.m. And that's because we don't want to hit the deadline given to us by the SEA Games Organizing Committee that no more leagues should be going on while the SEA Games start early December. We telecast on Solar Sports. That's Channel 70 on Sky. And on nationwide also on a lot of other cable providers. So please search out your cable providers, which I did already for our provincial schools. So there's definitely in Cavite, there's definitely in Batangas. But as I said, this is nationwide depending on the cable provider. We will telecast from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mondays to Saturdays. So 6 days a week. 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. Prime time, 6 days a week. And then on the next day, we will replay it on at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. also on Solar Sports. So if you miss it, ewan ko na. I mean, we're at nighttime 6 days a week, and on the mornings 6 days a week. So that's 12 days a week from September to late November. So I hope you catch us. If you cannot go to Olivares Stadium, then catch us on Solar Sports, Channel 17 Sky in Metro Manila. And by the way, we also have live stream. So we will publish the link on our Facebook page on start of the season. In fact, right now, I think we're live stream right now. So that's all I have, Benji. Sorry, maybe I took up too much of the time, but I'm here to also introduce and to say a few words our special guest, who will also be my guest speaker in the opening next week. Thank you for agreeing. Colonel Bong Nebriha, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thanks, sir. Well, good morning, everyone. I'd like to greet of course, the school officials, the coaches, the players. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. This is a great privilege for me to speak in front of you here at the press conference of the UCBL. Nelson Guevara, the owner of PG Flex, is a good friend of mine. Thank you for inviting me over. And, when I see this kind of league, it brings hope for everyone, especially for our youth. Like just what the President said, not everyone will be given a chance. Not even us can get to the 2 Premier League of the collegiate basketball because their membership are already full. But how about those inspiring young basketball players in schools not members of those? And we're glad that there are companies who are willing to sponsor this kind of league to give a chance to these schools, to these players. Who knows that the players here in this hall will become professional basketball players of this country and will represent us, who knows, in other sports competitions, in basketball competitions internationally. So that's the chance that we're giving them. and giving chances is very good. And we're glad that we have organized this with the sponsors that we have, with the officers that we have, coaches, and of course school officials. This will only succeed if all of us will put our efforts together, not only on the sponsors, but all of us will be ambassadors. All of you will be ambassadors of this league. So represent them well. Again, sir, maraming salamat for inviting me. Nelson, thank you for this opportunity. To all the players and all the teams, good luck, and may the best team wins.
Thank you very much, Colonel Bong Nebria. Thank you very much, UCBL President, Mr. Franklin Evidente. And right now, I just would like to acknowledge, of course, the presence of the school representatives, the sports directors, of the participating teams for Season 4 of PG Flex UCBL. First of all, from Diliman College, Marjon Paul Caparas. So he's not here right now, okay. From Olivares College, of course, Mr. Cesar Hagos. And we'll be spending a lot of time again at your office, Boss Cesar, because the venue will be at the Olivares College in Sucat, Parañaque. From CEU, Juanita Alamilio. Good morning, ma'am. From TIP, I do believe si Coach Potit is not here. But of course, nandito yung assistant coach niya. But I'll be introducing the head coaches a little later on. From LPU, of course, Dr. Fe Medina. You're welcome back, ma'am. You'll be surprised. See, Dr. Fe Medina knows her basketball very well, and we have seen that, okay? From PCU, Johnny Belandres. Good morning, sir. Of course, from University of Batangas, the host school for Season 4 of PG Flex UCBL, Peps Quezon. And of course, yung new school participating natin from NCBA, Bong Miguel. All right. Nandito si Colonel Bong. Taga Fairview pa si Bong Miguel. Yung game nila, yung game natin sa UCBL Parañaque. Kayo na mag-usap ni Colonel mamaya. All right. Right now, of course, thank you very much once again sa ating mga friends from the media and of course, our sponsors. Talagang napaka-importante ninyo para sa inyong pagtulong at suporta na ibibigay for UCBL. Well, right now, as you can see from the presidential table, nandito yung ating mga head coaches. Pero of course, nandito ang ating tournament director, si Coach Horacio Lim. Has been here since day one of UCBL. Si Boss Bernard Yang, ang ating mga officials there for UCBL, and Coach Melo Navarro. And they're going to be present Mondays, Tuesdays, and talagang the entirety. Kasi we're holding 3 games every game day ng UCBL. We've made mention, si Boss Franklin have made mention yung schedule natin sa Solar, which is basically every night and every morning. Pero if for the interest of those, since we are doing this, right now nga, naka-live stream tayo. So for the benefit of all those who are watching right now, 3 games tayo, Mondays and Thursdays for UCBL Season 4. Okay, for Diliman College, their head coach is Renzi Bahar. Pero I do believe they have a tune-up game somewhere, so they're ably represented by their assistant coach, Nilo de la Sena, Diliman College. Of course, from Olivares College, si Coach Mike Sagigit. Ayan, for Centro Escolar University, CEU, everybody knows this guy, Coach Derek Pomaren. Parang back to basics na si Coach. Of course, si Assistant Coach Don Uro, representing TIP for Coach Potit de Vera. Ang LPU, J. Steven Fuego. Ayan. From PCU naman, Gual Garcia. From University of Batangas, ang ating host school. Welcome back, Coach Arnold Contorno. At syempre, yung ating new school nga, kanilang head coach for NCBA, Jake Codamon. So, sa lahat ng mga nakakaalam ng basketball, these are all familiar faces basically, sabi nga natin, ang basketball. Everybody loves this sport. Everybody loves to watch every game. So, ito ang opportunity. We have UCBL, we have those head coaches. And then some of the players I do believe are here. That's why kanina nga for LPU, ito yung tuwan-tuwa kami ni Coach Bujing Akot because the first time they joined itong LPU, they really made their presence felt dahil run and gun, literally. That's what we've seen from covering LPU. Tayo nga yung mga players natin dyan, yan, no? I mean, you've seen them, parang ang hirap tumayo, pero ang bilis nilang tumakbo. Grabe, grabe yan. Of course, yung excitement pa rin na inaasahan natin from Olivares College. And CEU has always been a very, very strong contender. So we're just about to discover the new facets that some of the teams here, yung mga old teams na, in bringing the action to all of you to excite you more for Season 4 of UCBL. So for now, our friends from the media, so if you have questions, you want to find out what's in store for Season 4 of UCBL, so who's going to kick it off from our friends from the media? By the way, once again, welcome, hello sa inyo, ha? Okay. Asa si Anthony? Anthony, ikaw daw, sabi ni Boss Franklin.
Hello.
Get things going. Yeah, Anthony Servino.
Hello. Good afternoon. This is specifically for the coaches of Centro Escolar and Technological Institute of the Philippines. Now, your teams have qualified for the playoffs of the PBA D-League. How will this factor in your play or preparation or participation in this coming UCBL season? Coach Pumaren and Coach Uro.
Let's start off with you, though, Coach Derek.
Well, preparation-wise, it's still gonna be the same. No, whatever schedule we have, no, kung we play D-League, then we prepare for D-League teams. Now, like on Thursday, then we're gonna prepare for Olivares. So, ganun pa rin yun ng preparation namin. That will depend on the day na kung anong laro, kung D-League or UCBL.
Hello.
For Coach Uro? Yes.
Yes, sir. These are the things that we are willing to take, no, the risk. So, joining the PBL, nakikita na namin na in the future na baka magkaroon ng overlapping dun sa schedule. So, we planned this before, ahead of time. So, may mga games siguro na we have to split up our players, like for the D-League or for the UCBL. So, kung wala naman, we're playing full roster sa UCBL and D-League. So, for now, kasi hindi pa namin alam yung schedules ng D-League eh. Pero, alam na namin if ever kung anong mangyayari. So, we have to split up the worst things that could happen.
All right. Some more questions from our friends from the media.
Good afternoon po. Ruben Terado of Spin. This question is for the reigning champions, the Diliman College, Blue Dragons. Ano pong chances nyo po to, for this season, ano pong kaya nyo po bang back-to-back?
Thank you for that question. Good morning. Just like the last season, nobody expected us to win the championship. But however, everybody has an equal chance of winning the championship this season 4. Lahat naman ng teams nagprepare. So, rest assured sa Diliman community and to the UCBL that we'll give our best to defend our title, and hopefully, God willing, we can also win the championship back-to-back this year. Thank you.
All right. So they're going to give it a try. Back-to-back championships to UCBL. Any more questions from our friends from the media? Theodore.
To Coach Gilo pa rin. Kasi so far, wala pang nananalo ng back-to-back dito sa UCBL. So, gaano kabigat ng pressure ito para sa inyo? Siyempre kasi wala pa nagpa-back-to-back eh.
Thank you. We are very hopeful to get the back-to-back, but we have to take the game one game at a time, and just do our best, and hopefully God will also bless us this year. With God, all things are possible naman.
So you're parading still an intact lineup from last season or may mga bago?
Of course, marami din ang there are a lot of players who has graduated already and some already left us. So we have new upcoming players that is fastly adjusting to our system, and we are hopeful na we can do what we have done the previous season.
So you have 8 rookies this season. Talagang mabigat yung challenge para sa inyo.
Yes, sir. Yun nga yung challenge sa amin, challenge sa team namin. So, but hopefully we can overcome the challenges that we are facing and be able to pull this off this year.
At to Sir Bong Rebria. Sir, good afternoon po. So, ano po yung ibibigay niyong support po for the UCBL?
Well, you know, I'll be watching. No? I'll be watching. I'll be there. So, my presence alone, ang ano po talaga nito, we need to support this kind of activities, especially yung sprouting league like this one, because marami po tayo matutulungan sa liga na ito. Not only the schools, but the players and also. And you see the lineup of coaches here, di ba? We will be seeing them not only limited to this collegiate league, but who knows, they will be assistant coaches and future coaches of PBA as well. Ang maganda po nito, we're starting a seed that will give chances to everyone. And as a basketball fan myself, manunood po ako dito. We also in MMDA, we are also promoting different sports, different leagues para sa ating mga kabataan, because we believe that this is what we need to keep our youth focus on sports other than unnecessary things like masyadong sa gadgets, and of course, alam naman po natin yung proliferation of drugs in our country. So, yes, I personally will be side by side with your primary sponsor, the PG Plex, with here Nelson Guevara. Sabihin niya lang po sa akin kung kailan yung games and I'll be there.
All right.
Thank
Kung
you.
pwede ko lang bigyan ng exemption yung mga bus nyo, bakit hindi? Pero we really need to check on that.
But the way I see it personally, Colonel, UCBL is also helping you out just to give you some sort of a relief from the everyday stress that you have to handle, the rigors of everyday traffic and everything. Makapag-relax man lang si Colonel, di ba?
Totoo naman po yun. Para mabago naman po yung kinalalabasan ko. Lagi nyo lang nakikita sa EDSA. Sana makita nyo naman po sa arena o just sa basketball.
Yan, oo nga naman, oo.
Yes. Well, basketball is a favorite pastime of Filipinos. Like myself, I'm a fan. So this is a good, stress relief for me. And maraming salamat for this kind of league. Meron po tayo panibagong pupuntahan other than EDSA.
All right. Ben.
Question po sa NCBA po. What made you decide to join this league?
Hey, Coach.
Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank UCBL for accepting us as the last member and given the chance to play with TV coverage, bihira yung mga ganong opportunities na binibigay sa team. Yun nga yung sabi ko, mahirap na ma-expose yung mga players. So, this is the chance na sinasabi ko sa team ko na to show dito sa UCBL. Hopefully, we will shine this season. Kahit rookie team kami. Thank you.
Siguro follow-up ko lang doon, Coach, is basically, when you finally learned that you were accepted as the newest member of UCBL, and then finally telling school management, hey, mati-TV, ang mga laro natin, ang mga players natin, ano unang-unang sinabi nila? Anong sinalubong nila sa'yo? Tsaka banggitin mo na rin siguro yung ngiti na sumalubong. Dahil nga, wow, this is one big exposure actually, being a new member NCBA dito sa UCBL.
Oo nga, nung nalaman ko na accepted kami sa UCBL, grabe yung excitement ng team, especially yung mga bata dahil alam nila sa may TV coverage. Yan ang number one na naging motivation namin. So, yung preparation namin nag-double pa dahil dito sa UCBL.
All right, Coach. Si Coach Horacio Lim, Tournament Director, of course, mukhang ano mga pagbabago natin, Coach, as with regards to tournament format? That's what everybody's most probably interested in. Yung mga teams, most probably alam na nila yun, pero baka magulat yung mga dating sumusubaybay sa UCBL. Is there anything new sa format natin, Coach?
Good morning, rather good afternoon to all of UCBL member, the press people, and our guests. Because of the SIA games that will be open on November 30, and as we all know that these SIA games will be one of the best SIA games ever showcased to be gathered here in the Philippines. So everybody, all sports has to give way and support the SIA games. So we try to cut short because, of course, all the cameraman is needed on the SIA games. Medyo mahirap ang trabaho nila. So they mabubugbog sila araw-araw dyan. So give them a good rest for they start their job sa SIA games. So ang tournament natin, we'll call it the first phase is that all teams of 8 teams play a single round. So everybody every school plays 7 games. Then on the second phase, we will divide the 8 teams into 2 groups. How do you divide? So on the first phase, you play after the first phase, whatever is your win-loss card, then you rank number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All at number 1, 3, 5, 7 will be put in one group. And all the even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, will be given on the second group. There will be no playoff. They will always cut tie, win over the other, whatever is the tie-up, breaking ties of the FIBA rules. And then, that particular group, 1 and 2, they play at their own for another round. Then, after that, we add the win-loss card of the first phase and the second phase. Whoever be the top 4 teams on the win-loss card after the first and second phase of the elimination will go into the semifinals. Whereas the number 1 and number 2 has the privilege of twice to beat advantage. Then we'll go to the finals with a best of 3 series. And then we will also have our battle for third for 1 game to determine the third placer. So it is gonna be short, but watch for the next season. It will be a better preparation, a better longer league. Okay, thank you very much.
All right. Siguro we'll hear, meron po tayong question dyan, sir. Okay.
Good afternoon po. Mr. Horacio Lim, as siyempre, season coach po kayo and as tournament director, paano niyo po nakikita ang balance sa liga na to?
That is the number one problem I have, is to balance a team. Even though in the big league, just like the MMBL and also in the PBA, right? Balancing the team is really very difficult. But as of now, we are on a season 4. What is important with the team is that all the teams has a program. If you have a program, there is a tendency that you will go up. And then you have to catch up whichever is the defending champion. So far, we have 3 champions in 3 years. Diba? So we have to look up. And there is a possibility, even though you are not so strong, but as long as you have a balanced team, I think you have a good chance to become the champion. Now, as of now, I am very sure that everybody is catching up. Of course, they look after the defending champion, which is the Diliman. Of course, the CEU, the previous champion team. And of course, there's always fighting, Olivares and TIP. But I have to caution you with some other good teams like LPU, the comebacking of UB. Hindi babalik yan na hindi nakabaon ng magandang panglaban yan. Diba? Usually, pagka race back, kailangan nakaprepare tayo. Diba? So I think, of course, our newcomer is not a pushover team. I have seen them practice. I go through their practice. Of course, they play with the all-Filipino, just like, I think they are the only team with the all-Filipino lineup. And I'm sure that they are pushing it with the management to have import maybe next year. So it's an open race for everybody. As long as you play your hearts out, in here, UCBL, everybody has a good chance of becoming a champion.
This is for either Coach Horacio or season host, University of Batangas. This is already the 4th year of the league, but when will we see? I mean, we've been looking for this since the first season. When will we see UCBL play a home game in Batangas or in Cavite? For the other schools to have a chance to have a home game of their own?
Actually, there is a plan that we move some games to the province. And it's been agreed upon by the core group, management group. The problem is after we have agreed and put a date for the Batangas Coliseum, that is on the first place of the game of the tournament, and suddenly it is courtesy of UB, University of Batangas. He talked to the municipal, the city hall, and they are very glad to accommodate us. But after a certain month, they call up again that all activities from August to December should be canceled because they are renovating the Coliseum. And of course, we like to bring it to Cavite also. This is our plan. And also to other school venues. But sayang, sana sinasabi ko sa TIP, gawin niya ng aircon yung Coliseum niya eh. Diba? Pero TIP, I hope they will consider that. Kasi mahirap naman kung may TV ka, tapos hindi naka-aircon. Tapos we are on a rainy season league. So may moisture yan, madulas, so it's not playable. Sometimes you go there and every day you have to cancel the game. So definitely next year we will go out of town. But it will always entail us more expenses. So hopefully we join hands in supporting this league to bring outside Manila to give all the provincial team a good taste of their own turf, yung lugar nila. Okay, thank you.
Don't worry, Coach. PJ Flex, I've heard you for next year. Huh? Okay. Anyway, we still have questions. I just would like to ask kasi yung mga teams then right now as with regards to their expectation for Season 4. Who is the team to beat? Of course, we have Diliman as the defending champions. Pero sabi nga natin, CU, we have covered them. Season 1, Olivares. Pero let's just try to find out. For NCBA, Coach Jake, anong expectation? Sino ba yung mga dapat talunin dito? At saka ang lamangan ninyo dito, kayo bago, baka di pa kayo na-scout?
Hindi, as expected, rookie team kami. Si mentor ko, na-scout ko na siya. Tsaka neighbor namin yung UP Diliman. Diliman College. Double round naman eh. So we will put up surprises.
Team to beat, of course, the defending champion, Diliman, and then Olivares. Of course, TIP is playing well sa D-League. This season will be fielding a younger team. I think the oldest will be 20 years old. So we'll be just right there. Thank you.
Home court. Nakakatakot kami pag home court. Lagi kami natatalo sa home court. Team to beat, everybody is capable of winning. Dahil nga bilog ang bola. So lahat sila naghahanda. So dapat mas preparado kami kasi home court. Dami nanonood na estudyante. So yung atmosphere sa Olivares ngayon, the last time nakita ko si Coach Horacio, naglalagay ng tarp noon. Tapos afternoon practice namin. Very much excited yung mga players namin. Kasi mostly sa kanila, puro bago. Coming from high school. So parang 5 lang yata yung natira sa aming mga dati nang naglalaro. So very much excited yung mga players namin. And gusto na nilang maglaro agad sa opening game. Kaso nga lang mabigat dahil we're gonna play CEU. I think that is the biggest team in the UCBL, yung CEU.
I agree with Coach Mike. Everybody's coming in this season well prepared. And for us, defending champions, it's a big pressure, a lot of pressure for us. Na lahat ng teams, pinaghandaan ang season na to. Siyempre lahat gusto mag-champion. So, again, God willing, hopefully, we can win one game at a time and come out back-to-back champions.
All right. Coach Don?
Yes, I agree with all the coaches. No? Mahirap kasi magsabi dahil sabi nga bilog yung bola. So, everyone prepared as well as for those NCBA na kahit bagong pasok. I'm sure they're prepared. So, we're fielding, if I'm not mistaken, 6 rookies for our team. So, mahirap pero kakayanin namin for this season. I hope those new young guys will just follow the footsteps of the veterans. So, we expect we just play hard every game. So, one game at a time. That's it.
Coach Jay. Yeah. Team to beat, expectations from your team for Season 4.
Good morning to all. Team to beat naman, basically it's all the teams because lahat naman naganda. And definitely what we can guarantee for our team is I always tell my players that we respect the game and we respect our opponents, and by way of respecting them, we give our all. Every game, every time. Thank you.
All right. Coach Arnold. Ayan.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sa UB naman since nag-leave kami last year, so lahat na ng team dito team to beat Ang sa amin lang, we will take it one game at a time. Ibang competition pag dito sa Manila and compared to the South. But we will give him a surprise. Thank you.
Ayan. Si Coach Arnold, nakita ko pa yan sa NBTC Coaches Conference. So ready ngayon si Coach Arnold, ha? Coach Gual.
Good afternoon to all. For PCU, we are very much excited to play again for the second time. Last year, we're the new team. It was a great experience for us. At the same time, a great learning for the players. They got the opportunity to showcase their talent. And hopefully this year, after those experience that we got, and especially the preparations that we did during the summer, hopefully it will bear fruit, and we are looking forward to compete, not only to participate, but really compete. And the team to beat, the way I see it, is first we look at CEU because they have a very tall lineup. Secondly, they have a more experienced coach. Plus the fact they have an experience in playing in the D-League, especially second is with regards to TIP, of course, because of those experience playing in the D-League. And for the other teams like Olivares, they have that advantage because they're playing home court. The crowd is a big factor for them. Okay, so hopefully we could nullify that advantage. Okay, when we play against them, and of course Lyceum and UB, we played against them in one of the leagues that we played in the NCAA South, and they are very competitive. And I'm sure they'll give us a hard time also. And of course, in behalf of NCBA, I know the experience being a new team, okay? But they have an experienced coach, and at the same time, I believe they're not only joining UCBL, they have other tournaments that they have participated. So I don't think they are considered as a rookie team, okay? But they are also experienced. They are rookie in terms of being a new team in the league, but in terms of preparation and experience, I don't think NCBA should be taken for granted. But nonetheless, you expect PCU to be there. Like what it said, we are not just simply for participation. We are there to compete against them also.
Ayun. Mukhang nag-scout ka na talaga, Coach Kuala. Inisa-isa mo sila eh, no? Right, very good. Talk about preparation. Anyway, just before we wind up, we're just about ready to have our meal. I just would like to acknowledge yung aking partner for the coverage, si Coach Bujing Akot. Coach Bujing, fresh from his stint from the Star Olympics. Kita niyo nga naman, grabe, ano? And of course, ang ating bagong courtside reporter, si Gianna Lianes. Ayan, all right. Of course, Direct Francis, just to complete everything, who's going to give you a very good coverage of the PG Flex UCBL Season 4. So that's just about it. As I always say during my coverage, September 5, we get things going. We kick off Season 4, and we'll see you at the ball games. Thank you. Okay, photo op lang tayo. Ayan, all right.
Okay. Everybody, compress. Come on, compress. Make a little bit to your right. Come on. Okay. Everybody look at the camera. Frame on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Everybody, second frame. Thumbs up on the right hand. Thumbs up, everybody. Rolling. Okay. Final picture. Everybody wait. Okay. Everybody look here. Final photo. 5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you.
Okay, you may now proceed to yung mga food stations natin right there to have your meal and enjoy your meal.